How's everybody doing out there in that world of YouTube? We all enjoy YouTube. What we're going to do today is we're going to do another video of the new style Econo Screen topsoil screener that has the built-in stacker in it. This is a whole new design. But before I get to my video here, I have to do my legal disclaimer. Okay, so everything in this video is my opinion, okay? It's what I think. It's not really accusing anybody of anything. These are my views and opinions, and that makes it legal for me to say rotten things about people. So, first of all, before we get going on explaining the new style machine, is I get a lot of calls from you people that watch YouTube about my screeners, and I truly appreciate it. And in my videos, or in my phone calls, I get people saying, you know, I look at all the videos, and I keep coming back to yours. Well, I appreciate that a lot. I'm selling a lot of machines now. These videos have clearly helped out. So what I'd like to state in my video also is, I did not rob this design from anybody, okay? This is not a copy machine. I designed these machines 17 years ago, and I still build them, and they're still about 90% to what the original design was. I am not a used car salesman, okay? And if for all you people in the world that have bought in a car before, I really think just the key word right there is used car salesman. I probably don't even have to say anything more about slimy used car salesman, okay? So let's move on to the video now that you people all understand me. And you know that I'm the original designer of these smaller compact machines. So in my other machine that has a stacker built into it, one of the issues I had was, oh, and I'd like to go back to my making these videos. Everybody that goes back to my videos, the comment I get is, we can tell your video's real, we can tell you're real, and we can tell that you know what you're talking about. So back to the machine. So the problem with my other machine was, because the conveyor traveled at an angle, I couldn't get very much height out of my conveyor, okay? So I had 4 crank jacks on all 4 corners, unlike other people that rob people's ideas, that they clearly don't even understand what the crank jacks are for. My crank jacks had the drop feed in it, so you could raise the machine to get the conveyor to put the dirt into a dump truck, dump trailer, or even just pile it and get more height out of your pile, okay? That's why I had crank jacks on all 4 corners of that machine, okay? My machines, this is a standard chassis. These are all built in a jig. Whether you buy the standard machine without a conveyor or you buy the machine with a conveyor, this is the standard chassis. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to move around the machine. We're going to talk about the motor end of it. But before we do that, my machines are 1/4-inch steel construction. My machines are not made in a foreign country. My machines do not come in a box and you have to bolt them together. And my machines are not made out of stamped out metal like the other ad we see on the internet all the time, okay? My machine comes standard with a grizzly, unlike a machine that comes in a box and you bolt it together. My machines are gas driven. My machines are not electric. I'm still not understanding that concept. Why do I want to buy this machine and then have to drag out one of my $4,000 Honda welder generators to run it? I'm just not grasping that. The other thing, my machine's on wheels. Why would I want to buy a machine that has no wheels? Like, if you're doing a drainage project and you want to screen rock and let it drop in the ditch and keep moving the machine, it's really not making any sense to me not to have wheels. And when I want to move this to go to work somewhere, it's on wheels. Again, the no wheel thing I don't get. So we're going to come around to the motor now. Okay. On our standard machine without the conveyor, we run the little 6.5 horsepower, the clone motors they call them. I have found no advantage to the real Hondas. I actually had one real Honda I had to send back because it smoked every time you started it. And it seemed to get worse. And that was just me starting it before I delivered to my customer. So we use the clone motors. We do install real Hondas at your request, okay? I only charge you what it costs me to jump up to the Honda motor if you really think you need a Honda motor. On the stacker machines, they come with a 16 horsepower motor that is electric start, okay? On this machine, I've even installed a solar panel to keep the battery charged because we all know in the screening industry, we can sit 3, 4 weeks, a month, all winter, we don't screen. My battery maintainer will keep your battery charged at all times. So let's come around this side of my machine and we're going to explain the new conveyor system we have. So again, in my other machine, and it's in the other video, and there's a guy that cracks a joke about me using my old grate all to feed it and why don't I have an excavator? Well, one, I would love to have an excavator. Two, I don't do enough digging to have an excavator. And three, we have had rain every single day. This is one of the first nice days I could come out here and make a video. And guess what? I was screening the other day because when you own a grate all, you could turn your bucket sideways and I could actually get the dirt to funnel out of the corner of my bucket and I could pan left and right on my machine and I could screen wet dirt. So there's to your excavator comment. So, but back to the machine again. The new style, this conveyor runs horizontal. Okay, the old machine, the conveyor was at an angle. It was a royal pain in the ass to put the hopper in it. My hopper was at an angle. It was terrible. This new design, this is horizontal. If you look in here, these are commercial grade rolls, okay? These are nothing junk. And actually on the gold mining show, I spotted these same identical rolls on one of the conveyors they use out there, okay? You will never wear out one of these rolls, okay? We run a 16-inch wide belt. The dirt, we all know about screening. You load on here, the dirt drops down here, it screens. It's gonna go in the hopper, hit the belt. So what I did on this machine, we'll come back here now, we have the stacker unit on the back. The stacker unit is all hooked to this unit. It's chain driven from the front to the back. There's another chain drive system here. So one motor runs the whole unit. That dirt drops onto that stacker sends it to wherever you want. You want to raise or lower your stacker, you have a little winch right here. You just run it up or you run it down. So again, for all you guys that like to steal people's ideas because you're too stupid to design your own stuff, that you even robbed my idea and you can't get your machine to work right. I love that one. You just increased my sales because of your junk. My stacker units, I bolt my bearings to the end of my stacker frame. If you needed to go higher, and because I use a 16 horsepower motor, it has plenty of power, because if you look at the old video, I literally run my stacker machine on a 6.5 horsepower motor. We can build you and bolt on an extension. You pull the lacing in your conveyor belt and just add another piece of lacing. So the way my stacker units are made, it's you could go on for infinity of how long of a stacker you wanted. Where again, and I'm not knocking other companies, and just again to show you that I don't rob other people's ideas, most companies have their bearing blocks mounted on top of the framework and they have an adjusting system. See, that type of screener conveyor system would be really tough to add an extension to it. The way I build mine, if you need an extension, call me up. I'll build you an extension, get you a longer piece of belt. You can make your conveyor as long as you want. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm not putting dirt through this machine. Actually, I'm making this video. It's a Friday evening, and this baby is leaving town tomorrow morning to be delivered to a customer. I'm just going to start it real quick. I'm just going to show you how it all works. Starts up, it's electric start, and then maybe I'll probably do a couple more rude comments here, and then we'll end this video and get it on the internet. So we come over here. It's a battery unit. Like I said, it has a solar charger on it. You flip the choke. That's how simple the machine is. Basically, if you get this home, we do have to ship them with the conveyor off. You put the conveyor on, that's how quick you're ready to screen topsoil. So before we end this tape though, I'm going to just turn the key on and rope start it, and we'll see how it starts with a rope starter. So if your battery's ever dead. So that's how free and easy my machines work. you do have electric start, but we can see that you could live without electric start. Again, my machines, the throttle's preset. There's nothing to do for the throttle. My bearings are greasable. I run standard size bearings. I use the number 40 chain on my drive system. Every nut and bolt is an I-lock locking nut and bolt. I tell people in a really nice way, because again, for guys that are in the dirt business, we don't get a big window here of when we can work and screen. I want to sell you a machine. I don't want to be your parts guy. And what I mean by that is, the reason I use standardized parts on these things is, you could go anywhere and buy a part. 4 or 5 years down the road, when your help told you they greased the bearing and they didn't, and you blew a 1-inch bearing, you buy a 1-inch bearing anywhere. It's not something of an odd size. One of the other things I tell people that call me on the phone, I spend sometimes all day long on the phone, I call this a filler machine, whether it's the stacker unit or the standard machine. And what I mean by that is, for all you guys that have hired help out there, I know you're going to agree with me on this one. If you get back from a job site and it's 3 o'clock and they don't get out till 4:30, they never offer to clean your truck and sweep the floor out in your truck and maybe even grease your truck or change oil. So with this machine, you could send them out back and say, listen, get out there and screen some topsoil because we got to go on a job tomorrow and we're going to need some topsoil. So it's a good filler machine when you got that little extra time. Or in the mornings when you go in, you check your messages, you're on your phone, you're calling customers. You could tell your guy, look, quit smoking cigarettes, drinking your coffee. I know you're not going to clean my truck for me, so get your ass out back and screen some topsoil until I'm ready to go on this job site. So again, watch my videos many times. Phone number's on the machine, it's in the video. Just a quick little joke, I had a guy call me the other day, bought a machine. He kept trying to call me, and he says, man, I can't believe this guy's got a YouTube video and he's got some ads on the internet, but he don't want to answer his phone. He said he finally went back to the video and watched it again. He wrote my phone number down wrong. So that was just a little joke. But give me a call. I hope to hear from you.